Scary Terry, Hampton, Higgins, Harris, Montgomery, JSN, Burden. 8th round, Igbuka, Richardson, Pickens, Olave, Kittle, Devonta Smith, Sutton, Judkins, Metcalf, Rashee Rice, Ayuk, and Stephon Diggs. Let's see. 9th round, Jerry Jeudy, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Xavier Worthy.
X gon' give it to you. What?
Micah Parsons, Ridley, Pollard, Russ Wilson, Kupp, Godwin, Adunze, and Tyler Warren. 10th round, Shadur, Tracy, Joe Flacco, Addison, Warren, Zaire Franklin, Jacoby Myers, TJ Watt, Brian Robinson.
What up,
K2? What it do?
You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch the bullet in your goose.
Javonte Williams, Scatabo, and Jalen Waddle. And how about the 11th round for all the people who picked 3 QBs? Caleb Johnson, Nick Bosa, Jaden Reed, Ramondre Stevenson, Aiden Hutchinson, Charbonnet, Debo Samuel, Tank Bigsby, Evan Ingram, Juwanna Jennings, Zach Bond, Dalton Kincaid. There we go. All right, we got through the first 11 rounds there. I read them out. I'll kind of be reading out some more as we go along. Don't forget, if you guys are listening to this in the audio podcast, make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. It's Fantasy Football Hustler. And for everyone who is watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the audio podcast. If you go to fantasyfootballhustler.com, you can kind of scroll down a little bit and you'll see the links for the audio podcast. I have the link for Spotify and the link for Apple on there. All right, got a trade I gotta look at here. Let's see. Hey, TJ, what up, bro? And hey, I'm looking at the trade that you sent me right now. I forgot what pick I even have over here. Well, you gotta look at your team. I don't know if I like it for the person that you sent me. I don't know. I just don't know how much of a fan I am of that guy. All right. Time to smoke. Okay, we read all those. We read all those picks out, and there goes Patrick Queen.
She's a killer queen.
Dude, look at Guap. Guap is Guap's learning good over here. Look at that. Roquan, Jordan Brooks, and Patrick Queen to start his IDPs. All right. Then Jermaine Pratt and Terrell Bernard. Okay. Oh, shit. I didn't even see Jerry Swallows swooping that Buda Baker over there. A couple rounds. All right. Oh, and check this out. And Guap said I'll get there eventually. I mean, hey. Yeah. You know, you're already I mean, Jordan Brooks is one that I feel like, I mean, amongst here and our crew, it's like people know that he's like a top guy, but I really feel like if we're just talking IDP community in general, I feel like a lot of people sleep on Jordan Brooks. I mean, last year he was going so late because he moved to the Dolphins, and just the entire time, like, he's gonna start. I don't know why the fuck he's being labeled as like linebacker 50 or whatever the fuck it was. Like, it's just so dumb. So dumb. Oh, and check out these shirts, guys, before you can get these at 420crewmerch.com. So I know you've seen this one, the Don't Be a Clocksucker. How about this one? We got a Snipe City shirt now. Snipe City, Snipe City. We got a few different Snipe Cities. Got this one as well. And we got this one as well. Snipe City. Let's go. So 420crewmerch.com. Hell yeah. Hey, Hollywood, what up, bro?
Sing about Hollywood.
What up, Pam? What's going down? Luke Skystriker, what up? He said this is Big Rig Wickba. Okay, so maybe I'll get in on the next one. Yeah, so tomorrow. There's one tomorrow. Same time. So you just got to make sure that you pay in advance, because, like, you know, for the very first time that people join, I didn't even assign you to a spot until you pay, just because it's, you know, just been too many headaches in the past. But glad you're communicating. We met on Facebook, and so yeah, dude, get into the one tomorrow. I'll put the link in here real quick, just in case. Where is this? Tomorrow is the Karate Kid division. Only $11. They're all the same price, all the same everything, and all part of the same big tournament. Hell yeah. All right, Toyota One said, got my Snipe City order. Let's go. Kid, you say you should make the one with the clocksucker and the crosshairs. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Oh man, fucking Big Tons, his ass gone back underground, and he missed out on a couple. He missed out on a pick, and let me see. Where the fuck is he? Okay. Because you're that clocksucker. Yeah, we know that we don't like the clocksuckers around here. You know, like we want people just making picks. Let's do it. Oh man. All right. Snipe City with the clocksucker guy. In the target. That in the crosshairs. Okay. Yeah, that'd be funny. Those are the guys we want to take out. I don't know. That might be mature content, though. Like, it's different when there's nobody in the scope. I mean, it might be different when there's a little line, when there's someone that's in line of the scope. Lemon cherry gelato. Hollywood, you should make one that says death to slow drafts. Yeah, but would people who don't like slow drafts actually buy it? I doubt it. It sounds good though. Sounds funny. Hey, Toker One, aka the Bayou in the draft. How's it going, bro? And you know what? I was thinking about putting on a song anyways. I mean, put on one that I know Toker One is a fan of. You can. You just have to go to. Oh yeah, because now it has this year's game log, right? Which is like nothing, because they haven't played yet. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Let me see. Yeah, Zach, scroll down. And yeah, it looks different on it looks different. Actually, I don't know if it does look different. I think it always kind of was like that on the phone. Okay. No, you don't go to history. You literally click on the person's name, and then it brings up their picture and everything, and it has the game log already opened up for 2025. So if you scroll down a little bit, it'll say 2024 view, and you click that, then it expands, and then you do same thing. You want to keep going like down, you do the same thing. You click 2023, 2022. Yeah, it's brand new. Like yeah, it's weird. I don't know why. Yeah, not really sure. Not really sure why. All right. Oh, look, and the Bayou got in the zone.
Get in the zone.
Nice. All right. But yeah, brand new. And, Sleeper's always making little changes. Sleeper's always making little changes, but it always seems like it's in the best interest. All right. Let's smoke another bowl. I got some J1 as well. And you guys know me, I love Jack Herrera. And so J1, one of those ones also. There's not too many kinds where I have to like flavors or whatever that I see and I just like I want to get, especially in the sativa side of things. Like I'm more like indicas more than anything, but I do like a good sativa. And J1 is one of those ones I'll always be checking out. Nice. Got some fire strawberry cough. I like it. Even I was even thinking, I was like, wait, have I had strawberry runs? I was like, I don't even think there is strawberry runs, but the pink runs that I'm probably associating with strawberries. But yeah, dude, strawberry cough is fire. I've had some good batches. Yeah, and if you guys are in the Minnesota area, I can connect you up with Bake Bro. Well, at Minnesota area. How about this? If you're in the Minneapolis area or the Twin Cities area, maybe. I don't know how much he covers. But yeah, Bake Bros got you guys covered with the fire. Cherry Maui Wowie again. I love it. I'm sorry. Nice. Uh-oh, let's see. We got a trade in one of the leagues here. Let's go see. Did anybody tag me? Yes, they did. It makes it. Thank you for tagging me. It makes it so easy versus me have to scroll through 500 trades. Man, this was it's an interesting trade. Side A is the 112. Side B is Tua and Tracy. It's crazy. In one league, I got Tua for a second round pick, like a late second round pick, just because they didn't want him. It's really over him. So I don't even really want to give up a first for Tua. Like I've seen too many people doing it for cheaper than that. Yeah, and when he sent me a trade, it was like this whole huge trade where I was trading 5 players plus my first round pick, and then I was getting like 5 players back, and the only one I really liked was Tua. Hey, Rob in the house. What up, Rob? Let's go. We're smoking heavy today. I just packed another bowl. All right, I gotta let the other Rob know. On the clock. There you go. So thanks for letting the people know, but I will deliver all around the cities. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So Twin Cities area. There you go. There you go. Get the best delivery service in town. Ooh, the Van Ginks and DeMario Davis at the 2021 turn. Nice by Brown. That's why it's always good to do a little roll call so we know where people are at in real life. Where is everybody from? Let's do a little roll call right now. I'm repping Vegas. Where are you guys at? Rob, I like your I just saw the the Facebook message or the Facebook comment where you told someone those are rookie numbers, get those numbers up. See, I like hanging out with like true savages. Like hanging out with true savages. Yep, ASL for everyone who's old as us on the dial up. Yeah, what would mine be? 39 male Nevada, but I'll say Las Vegas. And Guap, what part of Cali? Yeah, I lived in San Diego like my whole life until like 2022. Oh, nice. K2's in Dallas Fort Worth area. Nice. Shout out to our man Stu, who is repping the Dallas Fort Worth area. He's no longer with us, but one of the coolest guys around. Yeah, Pam Philly, stand up. There we go. Charleston, South Carolina. Crispy 5 bench players to increase the number for a keep trade cut. Those motherfuckers. And Pam said, I love Dallas. My brother lives there. Can't wait to go back. Nice, nice. Oh man, Bakersfield. Bakersfield. The only time I went to Bakersfield was when they had the Cannabis Cup there. Did you ever go to one of the Cannabis Cups that was there? I went in, was it 2012 or 2013? Yeah, I think it was 2012. Nah, I think it was 2013. We like had a booth there and stuff, and I've gone back a couple times since. Remember, I met Burner there. I think it was 2016, and I met John Sally there as well. Tucker one, y'all know I'm repping the boot where the new Robot Meta Center is being built. What? The new Robot Meta Center in Nolans? No way. No way. Very, very crazy. Oh man, Guap said I was 10 in 2012. Hey, I'm glad you found us then, Guap, because a lot of us here, late 30s, early 40s, we got a couple people in their 50s and 60s. This is a good fucking group of people, man. I'm glad you found us. So 25 then, huh? Right? No, 23? Yeah, 23. Nice. 23 was a fun year for me. I remember that. Yeah, I'm glad you found us, Guap. You the man. Uh-oh. Okay. I like it, bro. I like it. Glad you found me on. It was on what was it? I can't remember what it was for. It's for the Dynasty leagues originally, right? And then you jumped in this, and hell yeah, bro! You're already knee deep in the 420 crew. Let's go. Crispy said, I'm living in the Republic of Texas. Toyota One, Modesto, Cali, the Central Valley as it's known. There we go. There we go. Yeah, seeing like, I guess what I would think of Modesto, because like everything north of Bakersfield is like Northern California to like people from Southern California. So I would even imagine that Modesto was in Northern California if you wouldn't even say it. I mean, it might be in Northern California, but just Central Valley, right? In the Northeast, okay, out of the state, it's the largest nation employing 5,000 construction workers right now. Damn. Yeah, big ass factory then, huh? Like hanging out with younger people always too arrogant and annoying. Yeah, you might be an old soul, you know. I mean, people always said that about me, and yeah, because I think it's and really with a lot of young people, I feel like a lot of it is just due to it's due to more social media interaction than real life interaction or texting versus talking, you know, and like people talk now like they text. And so like a lot of it does just come out wrong for sure. Oh shit, Modesto's only 300 miles north of LA. Shit. So what's the closest like major city to, and I know Modesto's like a big city, but like what's like where's it at compared to like Santa Barbara? Is it like just north of Santa Barbara or just south of it? I guess California is just so fucking huge, man. Yeah. Crispy said, I must be a young soul then. I believe it, Crispy, because you don't act like some bitter old man. That's for sure. You definitely don't. Brown said, Guap, I randomly found these degenerates last year and never left. Hell yeah. Brown, you the man. 50,000 square acres to be complete by 2030. Damn, employing 500 full-time employees. Damn, that's big. That's big. In between Sacramento and Fresno. Okay. So more north of where I was. Yeah, because I guess I don't even know how far Santa Barbara is like from LA, but okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so definitely NorCal. That's for sure. And I work in the oil field, so I've been around older people my whole life. Yeah, seeing that also makes a difference. Like, and I was always hanging out with older people as well. Like my mom's best friend, who her son and me were like pretty much like best friends for the longest time. And he was 2 years older, so I was always hanging out with like an older group of people. All my friends were younger generation. There you go, Toker One. Okay, 2. I was in the patch for 20 years till COVID. Damn. All right. And we already got people joining tomorrow's drafts, guys. So you want to make sure that you get in there and make sure that you pay now. At least if it's your first draft. All right, there we go for the big rig whipper. I saw he joined tomorrow, and yeah, so it's already 25% full for tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna get to the point where like now, I'm gonna open up that offense only tournament. This is still gonna be drafting every day, and this tournament is gonna be the one with a way higher payout. But all the payouts are going to kind of work the same because it's all percentage based. But would anybody play in the offense only best ball? I'm going to try to make it to where the offense only ones start at like 4:00 or something of that nature. I feel like those will just be a little bit easier to fill once we start getting people in them. And then so there would be time for people to draft in both if they wanted to draft in both. Damn, look at that, Crispy. I was tearing old roofs off at the age of 13. Man. And doing any kind of roofing, it just makes you strong as fuck because everything's just like heavy. Everything's fucking heavy. Yeah, my dad was he was a plumber, just like Crispy. And man, I just, some of the shit that I was doing, if I was ever brought over there, a lot of it was the fucking ditch digging, because that's something that you can almost never have enough of in plumbing, especially when you're, like new houses, or just, I know they would install a lot of sprinkler systems and like shit like that as well. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they were paying me, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15 bucks an hour to like do that. But yeah, they would have been paying some adult like 20 or 25 bucks an hour probably at the same time to do that shit. So yeah, they loved having me over there for 15 bucks an hour. And I'd be stoked though, after like 2 days of working for 15 bucks an hour as like a 13-year-old, stoked. Cause it was like a full day. It was like a full fucking 7 hours and shit. And yeah, it's nothing but ditch digging and laying the pipe. Hey yo. Yeah, just literally going and like, all right, these ones, just lay it along there. And then yeah, that's all I'd be doing, the fucking gopher shit. And I was doing tiling from 17 to 19. It was pretty damn fun, but the oil fields pay better for sure. I bet. It's a rite of passage for us and our kids to get some of that cheap labor. I mean, it is what it is, right? Because like even making 15 bucks an hour, when was I 15? When I turned 20 in 06. So like being 13, I was what, 2001 or something. I think 13. 99, like 99 and 2000, when I was like 13 and 14, getting like 15 bucks an hour. It was always when my dad was working like the side gigs or whatever, for like, there was this one contractor as a baller. And yeah, like, I mean, minimum wage was like, I think $6.75 in those years, maybe even cheaper. I don't know. It was $6.75 when I got my first job in 2002 in Cali at McDonald's. And yeah, like I just remember, like, man, I was making way more doing the 15 bucks an hour digging these ditches, but it was way fucking harder, that's for sure. Hey, Ghost Monkey, what up, bro? Already got a 1.5-year-old and a baby girl on the way. Hey, congrats, bro. He said so might get into some offshore work. Hey, congrats, man. I have an 8-year-old and a 1-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, any kind of so like offshore, like you going on a boat or like something like that? Is that what we're talking about? You want to eat? Get that whole Doug boy. Yeah, and it was always because this was, I mean, like I said, it wasn't like my dad's like real job when I would go work with him. It'd be like a side job, private contractor and all that shit. And it was always cool, man, because like they were always buying lunch and shit. And even though it's like fucking, I don't know, like it could have been McDonald's or whatever, it's probably some fast food, but getting paid and I'm getting lunch for free. Woo. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, that is makes you never want to do that shit when you're older, like, yeah, you're doing this now, so you know that you don't want to be doing this. But like, it's crazy because like I heard that plumbers are going to be one of the highest paid type of well, I'll just say industry or whatever. Damn, what word am I looking for? But they're going to be one of the highest like tradesmen. There you go. In like, I don't know, like close to like 2030, because apparently like just the amount of like plumbers just like keeps going down and down and down, and no one's going to trade school to be a plumber anymore. Nice. The offshore rigs. Cool. Took on my first job was laying brick for 20 a week. I'm a man. And what year was that? What year was that? And was that good money? Was that good money back then? Because Toker won, him and Crispy. There's some of our elder OGs around here. Yeah, $20 a week. And I bet it was still like what was that? The Chris Rock. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. All right. Yeah, K2, no one wants to work in shit. I have several customers who own plumbing companies and are killing it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, because there's never, like, you will never not need a plumber. You will never not need an electrician. I mean, there's just some of these trades, you know, like no matter what, it's like the regular everyday people don't want to deal with certain types of shit, including shit. And yeah. It's yeah, see, like where my dad fucked up was always being the laborer. Like I don't know why he never like wanted to like get his contractor's like license or anything like that, or potentially start a plumbing company and hire, you know, and him be the laborer, but I mean, you know, eventually getting others. I was 4 years old. My boss was my dad. Dude, I mean, even that. Noble never had a job where I was giving him $20 a week. I mean, he even now, when he was 4 years old. And the year was 1965. There we go. There we go. I like it. I'm sure you got a lot of cool stories that you could tell us from over the years, Toker One. First job was at a grocery store, bag boy, and the union took all but $2 of my check. What? Well, what do you mean? So, like, you literally explain that more, TJ. Explain that more. And I've worked at a bunch of grocery stores. I worked at Rite Aid. I worked at actually, I guess it was only two. I worked at Rite Aid and Vaughn's, but the years kind of added up on those. Whew, crispy. I've been doing plumbing for 37 years. I started out at $3.35 an hour. Damn. But even then, $3.30, like, I swear that in the 90s, minimum wage in a lot of areas was like $3.30, like around $3.35. But that's crazy. See, that's how good plumbing is. So I 100% teach my boys how important the trade is. My 10-year-old says he wants to be a UPS driver like me, but plumbing, electrician, that's where it's at. I mean, dude, you can write your own tickets, like, you know, being a tradesman, like, because nobody wants to do fucking work, you know? Nobody wants to do, including myself. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. Like, I mean, I took a totally separate route. Like, you know, and I love what I'm doing now. Like I know that I could make more money than what I am right now doing a whole bunch of other things. Cause like, you know, I'm not making $100 grand a year or anything like that, but that's the goal. Maybe this year we can get to that, you know. We shall see. We shall see. Look at that. Guap said, Crispy, give me a plumbing job, dog. Crispy's all the way out there in Texas. All the way out there in Texas. I could buy 2 cartons of cigs for $5. As a 4-year-old, you were laying bricks and smoking as a 4-year-old. Man, stressful. It's stressful laying them bricks. You know what's funny is Noble had to lay bricks today. So Vanessa's kind of building like a little little bed of plants in the back. I had to think of the way to word that. And so Noble had to do that. He probably had to carry like maybe like, and it's like, it's not the fat ones. It's like the ones, I don't know. It's maybe like an inch or 2 thin. And then like, I don't know, maybe like 8 wide or something. But he was complaining the entire time. And it's there's like 10 million bricks. He carried like 10, like for every one it was like 1 million. And my union dues for the UPS are only $40 a week, and benefits are free and amazing. Hell yeah, man. I mean, that's one of the things that, like, you know, I don't have health insurance or anything like that. Like, so that's one thing that I know, you know, a regular job that it definitely makes a difference. TJ, the first month's dues out of my first check I made under $60. I only got like, oh shit, 2 and some change after dues. Damn it. Those sneaky bastards, man. Yeah, the amount of money that the union takes out, it's kind of bullshit, man. Oh, nice. Cool. I clean it with pool service and repairs, even if you're only half-assed, I pay. Definitely. So that was like the second thing that my dad did was because we always had a pool, so we knew how to maintain it. And it's so funny. Our next door neighbor, they bought a pool route. And like my dad was like, hey, maybe I should do that. And like took out a $10,000 loan to buy a pool route. And he actually did good for a while. But he just wasn't smart with like the business stuff. But yeah, like it depends on where you're at. But like I feel like pool servicing, cleaning, maintenance, all that shit, because nobody wants to deal with that shit like at all. Like no one wants to have to figure out the pH levels and have to deal with the fucking acid and chlorine and all that shit. Like that's any kind of pool service if you're in any kind of hot area. Don't have to chase each job at once. Exactly, because like, man, if you provide a good service and like you're somewhat affordable and like, I don't know, when my dad was doing this shit, like, I'm talking 15 years ago, like people were still paying $80 to $100 just for a private pool. And I think it was, he'd go two times a month, I think, in off-peak time, and then you would go every week in the peak time, but price would raise, I think, a couple bucks in the peak time or whatever. Yeah, because like shit, even like for cleaning a filter, like I don't even know how much that is, like how much people pay. Swear it's like $300 or $400, and it's like a 1 hour job. It's fucking gross. Cleaning those filters, like those things are fucking disgusting. But man, you put some gloves on. I mean, you're using water, so it's like, I don't know, like how like it's all just mostly just dirt anyways, but yeah, that's I wonder how much it does cost now to like get for just a monthly pool cleaning service. Laying bricks and smoking cigs. I need a grade 2. Not trying to interrupt you talking trades work. All right, yeah. All right, sounds good. You'll be first on the trade, or not? You'll be first on the grades when we get that far. We're around 26. TJ in the plumbers union. I'm a surveyor by trade. Local 130. Nice. Crispy says union equals organized crime. For sure. And Brown said that's a skill they can't do themselves, even like irrigation. Nobody knows who wants to fuck around with the irrigation system. You can go to 6 month school and absolutely crush it. Yeah, because like so much of these isn't really hard, right? It's really knowing what to do, and that's like the biggest thing, is knowing what the fuck to do. Sounds good. Toker 1, you'll be next. My dad's last job was an owner of a pool company. I can install pools in my sleep. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Oh shit, 250 to 300 a month. Nice. Well, and I guess I was talking about the private pools. Are you talking about like commercial pools, whether it's apartments or like anything like that? Balancing the pools isn't too hard. The calculations for the chemicals fairly simple, but its flow rate is super important. Yeah, definitely. I was in the concrete finishers union before I started gifting weed. Nice. Concrete finishers, huh? Man, but they had you all over the place. What was the coolest place that you finished some concrete at? Any landmarks or anything? Any commercial things? Shit, for a standard pool, commercials a few thousand. Man, dollar bills, y'all. And where are you at again, K2? Where are you at? What part of the country? Damn, dude. Yeah, that's bank, man. That's fucking bank. Because everything's gone up. I bet. Like, I mean, because, I'm talking, I think I stopped working for my dad 2012, I think 2011, something like that. It's been more than 10 years now. And but yeah, he started I think in 06, and then it was like I think 09 where he actually like paid me, like where he actually paid me like per pool, and I was going by myself and doing all the routes by myself. And in 2012 I got into an accident, and someone hit me while I was, and see, it's crazy too, because like, if it was like, not a family company, like, I don't know, I would have been able to sue her, like something. Oh yeah, the commercial pools. Yeah, I mean, I remember like the commercial pools that my dad was doing, instead of like one time a week, going to a private pool, he was going like 3 times a week to the commercial pools. It's like every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Dude, sick. See, I knew you fucking built something sick. I helped build the Vikings practice facility. That's dope. That's fucking dope. Outside of Fort Worth, okay. Texas. Oh yeah, man. Getting fucking hot over there. Concrete finishers is rough work. They get double time after 8 hours. Damn, I mean, I feel like everybody should get double time after 8 hours. I used to lay pipe and then I knocked someone up twice. Now I just do fantasy football. There we go. Hey, yo. I help with the concrete work at Wrigley Field. Sick. That's fucking cool. Fucking cool. That shit was so dope. I would eat lunch and watch them practice. We couldn't talk to them or we would lose our job. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just seems like that would be a thing. Don't talk to them. You just fucking work. But man, that's fucking cool. So and they were actually practicing at that time. Cool. No way. K2, you got 6 kids. Nice. Halfway to a starting lineup, bro. Halfway. We got time and a half after 8, and if we worked on Sunday, it was double. Okay. Yeah, it just needs to be double everywhere because like that means like doing all that work, that means you're hitting deadlines like ahead of time and probably either getting more money because of it or saving money because of it, like one way or the other. Whoa, 27 all the way to 5. Nice. That's a big gap, bro. I like it. K2 be stroking. Rob, I worked on SoFi. Sick. And I built the Omni Hotel and had a multi-level view of Petco Park. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Petco Park is so crazy because it's just like right in the middle of downtown San Diego, and there's like so many of those big buildings where you can literally see right into the baseball stadium, like it's pretty fucking cool. I believe it was Cook towards ACL. He was coming back. Oh, seen him before ESPN did. Nice. Doctor lied to us twice in our 40s. Well, lied about what? Like, were you like Antonio Cromartie where he got a vasectomy, but it didn't work? It was crazy. Like Antonio Cromartie got a vasectomy and had 3 kids after his vasectomy. It's fucking insane. Oh yeah, did you guys hear that? Let me see. I guess before I hit this bowl, let me see. For the Bengals, we got a holdout. Stewart's. Dang it! All right, just getting too busy talking, and I got all these messages and shit on my phone. All right, hold on. Let's get a song going. And thanks, Crispy. I mean, is that but that's not for the worker, that's for the company probably, right? Like whoever's the actual like person going out there, unless they own the company, they ain't getting 100 an hour, right? Well, so you seem kind of low. What, the volume or what? I not have this close enough to me? What seems kind of low? My mic volume or what? Let me know. All right, Toyota 1, you'll be after Brown, and K2, you'll be after Toyota 1. All right. Huh. Man, seeing this one, ooh, all right, let's see. We got a trade offer. Mark, what? Mims for a fucking first rounder? What the fuck? God damn it. Oh. I mean, you aren't that high. Not really. Like, I need to get more low. There's so much going on. Yeah. I need to get I'm not that low right now. See, if you would have said that, if you would have said you seem not low, then I would have got it. But yeah, we need to get, yeah. We need to yeah, exactly. We got to change this around. Let's change this around. Let's get a weed smoking song and just go like 3 bowls back to back. Let's see.
Yo, what's up? Right now, this is Mac Miller with my homie Tree J.
Yeah.
420, Pip Jar, baby.
Yeah, definitely am low right now.
Right now, so much weed in my lungs. I'm really high. It's like a fucking movie, except I can't see because I'm so high. Thank you, Tree J, for this bomb ass weed you hooked me up with. Hook the people up with more weed. Blah, 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 blah.
Man, you kids got some other stuff, man. Yeah, man.
All right. Dang it. It's because so many people are fucking messaging me and shit. That's why I'm not getting low. Or why I'm staying low right now. Come on. RIP to the Mac. One of the Macs for sure. $150 an hour on the wrong trade. That's balls off. Here we go. And because I got high, let's go. Right, Baked Bros, $150 an hour for plumbing services, man. I mean, but you got to own the company though. Like that's what it is. No matter what trade you do, I feel like everyone needs to get in the position of owning the company and getting the license. Where you start the shit and you build your network. That's how you get paid way more money. And Brown, you were right. I was so low. I didn't understand. Happy oh. Actually, I don't do shit now, but we do, bro. I mean, shit. Where it's at, man. I was always like, I have probably just as much fun now as I used to have. But man, like being a weed Uber, yeah, man, that's fun, dude. Everyone's just super happy to see you. Most people want to smoke with you. Like it just doesn't even matter. Like where it's at. Get high, get high, get high. We'll have to see Mason Graham looking like shit at rookie minicamp. Yeah. First off, of course the Browns would fuck up their first round pick like they always do. I applauded them for trading away the rights to Hunter and getting the extra pick and shit. But then you fumbled the ball and you pick a defensive tackle. I don't know. They just didn't need to do that. They didn't need to fucking do that. Third best DL in the draft went first. Yeah. I mean, that's the Browns, man. Their whole recruiting department fucking sucks. I'm not saying that, not saying that Graham won't get his shit together, but I don't know, dude. He looked hella slow, in his footwork, it looked ugly. Just that I'm independent. I can't find help. I do my own shit chasing. I have a couple of other plumbers that I use for bigger jobs, contract labor. Yeah. Yeah, because nobody wants to be an apprentice, right? Nobody wants to fucking be the worker. Really what it is, man. That's why plumbers are so fucking I don't know. There's this whole thing about 2030, just with the amount of plumbers licenses that have been. I think it's the amount of plumbers licenses that aren't getting renewed or something every year, some shit like that. Who the fuck knows? I think that's how they got their numbers. That 2030 is going to be this big year where there's literally not going to be multiple plumbers in every single city. Maybe not big city, but for those people who just live out in the fucking boonies, Crispy's gonna have to deal with. It's Crispy's gonna be the only fucking plumber around. KT Youngerwork wants a hand instead of working towards it in most cases, yeah. And I mean, I don't want to work for a company either, and I guess I've been screwed over by too many of them in the past where I'm just over it. But also is yeah, if you're not going to be a worker, you better figure out how to fucking hustle something, Cause yeah, like even if you got into a trade and then you like work your way up to where like you're the boss, you know, like not working at a company, but you know, you work at a company, but you start building up shit like on the side or whatever. And then eventually, you know, you leave one because like your side business is getting enough to hold it down. It's like, yeah, I feel like so many people like they kind of aren't good at that networking kind of aspect of shit. Like, 'cause I don't know, you have to like sell yourself and sell your product, and like I just do it so much with all these different things. It's just fucking it's natural. But yeah, I think what it is like social media makes everything look easy. You know, like even these gamers, like dude, like there's a lot of people who think gaming's like easy, you know, and like playing video games, you know, to a certain extent is easy, but like it's not easy building up a fucking gaming community like online, because like I'm sure that there's like tens of thousands of gamers out there, but like I'm sure most of them don't even make enough money off of what they're doing to like do that only, you know. My own dispensary on wheels. I got everything: pens, edibles, the stirrups, the fire flower, wax, and as for my pocketbook, my ex-wife fucked up a lot for me when we were splitting up. Yeah, I believe that. And then the time you were away, I'm sure didn't help either. And K2, you put in the hours doing this. They want a 50. Yeah, exactly. They want a 15-minute short to make up a few grand. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like, because even what I do, like, fuck, if you go back to like 2020 when I was trying to get like fully monetized, like, dude, there was sometimes I was doing 5-6 hour streams just answering questions because like I got to the 1,000 subscribers, but you had to get 4,000 hours of watch time. And that shit was hard, man. Like, I still did it in 12 weeks, but that shit was hard because I was so close. It was like once I got to that 1,000 subscribers, it's like, fuck, now I got to grind at like the watch time. And like, yeah, it's not easy to grind that much for sure. And like there was times where like I definitely got burnt out from doing it so much, but like that's why I don't really do the morning shows right now, is because like I don't want to get burnt out on doing anything. Like I have fun doing these drafts, I get to answer questions, I'm live, you know, almost the same time damn near every day. And yeah, that's really one of the things that everybody has to manage is burnout. And dude, I mean 2022, fuck, like that year I think I did like for the entire season, I know I averaged more than one show a day, and they were like averaging like almost like 2 hours like each. So yeah, super grinding. Yeah, because even Noble wants to be a gamer. And I'm like, bro, you can't even game without getting upset when you lose. You got to get better at doing that. And then, you know, then we'll talk about maybe like figuring out how to like get you on this. But like, you're only 8. Like, you need to get like way better at video games first. Yeah, Rob said plumbing's where it's at by far. Yeah, definitely, especially like in the new construction homes and when you don't have to deal with actual shit, you know, like the new construction for sure. And Rob, where are you at? Where in the country are you? Because I mean, you mentioned LA, you mentioned San Diego. Rain gutters also have 9 gutter machines running from San Diego to San Jose. Nice, nice, cool. Guap said, "How long's plumbing school?" Yeah, I'm curious. Fresno, nice, cool, cool. Yeah, I wonder how long would it take you to get certified? Hell yeah. Toad, once I remember when I found you on like 3 hours a day, like 7 to 10 a.m. and nighttime doing the movie reviews on Fridays. Yeah. I mean, it got to be so much at one point, like fuck. Morning show, afternoon show, evening show. Woo. Who'd you get as your mystery relevant? Bayou. Calvin Austin. All right. Hell yeah. And I am going to get back to the morning shows. I just want it to be like enough news to where I'm not like, giving news for 5 minutes and then we just smoke for like 50 minutes, even though that is cool and that is fun. Take a long shot on Hunter Deckers. There you go. One of the biggest things for concrete is the plumbing layout. Need a box for everywhere gas or water comes through the concrete wall. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Union Plumber is a 4-year school. I mean, shit, man. But like, you could probably get a job as like an apprentice or something like while you're going to school, right? Whew. All right. And so who's first? Guap is first tonight. Rosin Boom with the last pick. There we go. All right, let's see. Here goes Guap Squad. Let me zoom in. There we go. Yep, we're done, Zach. Okay. QBs. Baker and Darnold. And Tyler I was surprised. Dude, Bayou, how'd you not get Tyler Because you said, I don't know about school, but I had to work 8,000 hours or 4 years to even qualify to take a journeyman exam. Shit. Okay. Damn. 8,000 hours. Woo. Hold on. I got tagged in a league somewhere. I guess I'm going to have to make my pick in the 15 here pretty soon. Let's see. Where to get tagged at? Oh, number 4. All right. I'll just make this pick now. All right. Big tons on the clock now in the number 4. We're in round 6 or round 7 now. Okay. All right. Starting apprentice, go like 25 to 29, goes up every year. By the time you make journeyman, you're making 55. Yeah, for sure. 55! Nice. I fucking hate when all the plumbing boxes are out and you had to scrub everyone. Fuck all that. It's hilarious. And Toker once I got him in enough leagues. Okay. So Baker's like a B to me, maybe a B plus. And then Darnold is like a B minus. Because you only got 2, we're gonna say a B minus on that. I'm fixing to send Johnny a trade in the 15. These trade offers all day is shit. Yeah. TJ, I applaud the effort, but I can't trade away DK. I mean, I can't trade away Otten and a first for DK. All right. I'll get back over there soon. Okay, so here we go. We had to do 4 years of school plus hell hours to get journeyman scale. Yeah. And there we go. And that's the word that I was looking for. Journeyman. All right. RBs. Saquon. Very nice. Kamara and Chase Brown. Damn, Chase Brown 5'6". He's been going higher than that lately. And then actually that's it. I'm gonna say a B plus for that. Kamara and Chase Brown are like B minus guys, but like Barkley, it's like he's only going to drop down so much because those guys aren't like horrible or anything. And wide receivers, Neighbors, McLaurin, Sutton, Ridley, Myers. It's really solid. It's either a B plus or a B, and so I'm gonna grade it down to a B because it's kind of on the fence. And IDP, Roquan, Brooks, Patrick Queen.
She's a killer queen.
Tyrese Knight and Jesse Bates. Is that the top 5? Yeah. And Frankie Louvu. I mean, shit, on the bench. She's probably going to be in the starting lineup most of the time. Harold Landry. McMillan. Arnold. Byron Young. So it'd be just like, I'd probably go somewhere different in some of these spots. Like, let's see. McMillan, who went after? Well, like Cam Curl went way down there. I would have rather had Cam Curl over McMillan. Probably or Josh Sweat. I don't really like Josh Sweat anymore. Who else? Duggar. That's someone who I would rather had over Josh Sweat. Blankenship, someone I'd rather have over Josh Sweat. Just to name a few people who I see that went after. But it's not bad. It's just different guys I would have gone after. And having Frankie Louvu and Harold Landry on the bench, I mean, they make it to where those guys they can't even like bring down the score that much. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a B plus for the IDP. Like Tyrese Knight, probably took him a little bit sooner than he should have gone because I feel like he goes later than that. And like getting Alex Anelzone right there.
Get in the zone.
That would have been a better pick, I feel, than Tyrese Knight. Just to get nitpicky so you understand some of the players' names that I'd like a little bit better. Just drafted Bond in the 7th round of the 420. If his legal stuff works out, seems worth it. Worked out for Watson. yeah, we'll see, man. We shall see. Okay, where's the bench kick in at? Bench kicks in at Charbonnet. It's a good start for the bench. And then Mooney, Ertz, Benson, Justice Hill, Cade Otton, Corum, Douglas, Tillman, Dobbins, De'Ami Brown, Estime, and Thornton. Pretty solid bench. Let me go back. So, I mean, Charbonnet is usually not even a bench player, so that's really solid. So is Mooney, Benson, Corum, Otton. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this a B minus for the bench. So, what would it end up being here? B minus, B plus, B plus, and B minus. Yeah, like the bench doesn't weigh as heavily. So yeah, I think it's going to be a B, and it's going to be an overall 86, right above that 85, just above the 85. Good shit. Let's see. Tucker 1. The Bayou. Okay. QBs. Jaden Daniels, Geno Smith, Cam Ward, Will Levis. Guaps have gotten 1 point better each draft. There you go. And seeing it's not even happening like that on purpose because I really don't remember what everybody gets every day. Like we do it like damn near every day. You could ask me in an hour what you got on the draft, and I totally wouldn't remember. I'm gonna say that this is a B overall for the QBs. RBs, we got Kyren, Connor, Brian Robinson.
Caught a bullet in his rubber goose. He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
And Ramondre Stevenson. I'll give that a B as well. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Brown, you're after Tucker 1. I got you. You remember reading about the Kansas City Chiefs super fan? Oh, yeah, that was robbing shit for season tickets. Yeah, for sure. Whoa, he got 32 years. Damn. Is that bad? That's bad karma for the Chiefs. That could be why they lost this year. All right, Crispy. Should we go through the motions? You're getting tired. Let's see. Wide receivers. AJ Brown. Nico, very nice in the 4th. DK, Xavier Worthy.
Let's go, give it to you.
I'm gonna say a B plus. I feel like DK Metcalf and Worthy. Like I feel like I'm not gonna grade down the B plus of AJ Brown and Nico for them because I feel like they'll maintain the average good enough. Yeah, nice pickup. Go out picking up on the IDPs, and it was all I lost in the sauce with IDPs at first for sure. Yeah, because I don't think anyone's jumping in these drafts who's like never played fantasy football before. So you guys should have the offensive stuff down. I'll do my best to teach you about the IDPs. And so what did I say? B plus on that. So IDP, Quincy Williams, Edrin Cooper. Hey, Bayou got in the zone.
Get in the zone.
Anal zone. Bynum, medalist. Nice. Tremaine Edmonds, that's not bad in the 21st round. Highsmith in the 23rd. Snead. Hendrickson. I wonder what's going to happen with Hendrickson if apparently he's pissed that the Bengals aren't really talking to anybody from his camp. He's trying to get his deal adjusted. And Battle, there we go. Oh, nice. Guap said it's only my second year doing fantasy. My first year was redraft. This is my first year doing dynasty. Nice. And I don't only host dynasty leagues, so there'll be a bunch of cool redraft leagues that you'll be able to get into as well. I don't just host a lot of cookie cutter ones. Like a lot of them, they have like different themes to them, and they're just really fun. And hey, look at that. Jordan Battle in the 26th round. Let's shout out Jordan Battle. We shouted out.
What's up, guys? I'd like to shout out Alex Fantasy Football Hustler and the 420 crew. I also like to let you guys know that defensive players matter too. So get into the IDP league with the Hustler so you can drive players like myself. Let them know, man. Defensive players matter, man. And we make plays just as much as the offense.
Boom. Newbin's really good in the 28th. Stutzman, I don't know if I'd be picking him in redraft, but I got him in a bunch of dynasties. And Cam Curl, super good in the 33rd round. It's crazy he dropped that low. I'm gonna give it a B plus. It's not top heavy enough for me to give it an A, but it's so good, like all around. Hell yeah. What Brown say, Chris, what was your highest place last year, and did you do as many as you've done this year? And you remember how many teams you had make the final week? If Crispy doesn't remember, I could check all that. He's talking to New Orleans now about coming back. Okay. Yeah, Guap, you're catching on quick. Okay, bench. Raheed Shaheed kicks off the bench. Shakir, Spears, Ray Davis, McMillan, Gibson, Matavo, Armstrong, Nash, Calvin Austin. A couple of these guys you might prove me wrong on, but like there's some of these like lower end rookies that I just feel are gonna have like zero like impact their first year, or maybe so low that it won't even make a difference. I'm gonna give it a B minus. You spent a couple early bench picks on some of those guys that I feel like, yeah, they get it over that C plus hump. And so let's see. How does this all average out? Okay. So it was a B, and then a B, and then a B plus, then a B plus, then a B minus. So QBs and the wide receivers and the IDP bringing up the average, the QBs and the running backs kind of maintaining that average, and then bench. I mean, bench being a B minus, it's like it's not even gonna like bring the average down. Yeah, you know what? This one is gonna be an overall 87. Yeah. Overall 87. Really nice. Really nice. Okay. Brown was after Bayou. Oh, wait. Was it Brown? I think it was the next person. So Brown went with Josh Allen, the Stallion, at the 101.
Wild Stallion!
Nice. Tucker once said best grade so far. I mean, that's a really good team, dude. It is really good. The Stallion, Drake May, JJ McCarthy, then Will Howard. I mean, the Stallion's an A, Drake May's like a B, and like JJ's like a C to me, like a C plus. We're gonna call that a B plus. Running backs, A-Chain, Jonathan Taylor, Henderson, and Caleb Johnson. I better say which Caleb, right? I mean, A-Chain and Jonathan Taylor, they're like high B plus guys to me, both of them. And then Henderson and Caleb, they're like C plus guys to me. But yeah, I think because I kind of like it's either a B plus or a B. So we're just going to grade it down to a B because Henderson and Caleb, I mean, they are getting graded in this as well. Wide receivers and pass catchers. Bowers at the 5-1. Like, that's insane. Diggs, Judy, and Waddle. I would say I'm going to say a B on that. I want to give it a B plus, or it's either a B plus or a B, and that's what I'm thinking in my head. So just already lowered it to a B. But very solid for I mean, Bowers, you got him in the 5th. I mean, he snatched that up. But even getting like Judy in the 9th, Waddle in the 10th, I mean, it seems like they're going higher than that. Dude, you're in love with Fred Warner right now. Have you got him in like all of these last drafts? Fred Warner, Bobby Okereke, Van Ginkel, nice. Davis, nice. Greenlaw, we'll see. Remains to be seen. He got his guy. Cooper DeJean, Kirby Joseph, Verse, nice. Campbell, Carter. You're getting too many Eagles over here. But at least you're getting the good ones though. Stingley, Zach Allen. See, you don't have to get him in round 29, bro. You could wait. Zach Allen, Karlaftis. How many did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got your 13. There you go. He's on it. So who's the top 5? Warner through Greenlaw. I mean, that's really nice. And the next 5, I'm gonna give it. We're gonna call this a B plus. It's very nice. It's very nice. I mean, Bobby Okereke, Fred Warner. I mean, they're pretty much like A guys, you know. But those are the only guys who I would say would be like an A. I mean, Van Ginkel, he could be an A in this, but he's probably like right on the fringe. So we're gonna say B plus for your IDPs. Pretty solid all the way through 13. I don't even think. Is there anybody who I don't like that you got? Karlaftis is probably the only guy that I don't like of who you got. But 34th round, like, you know, like he's either it'll either be worth it or it won't. But yeah, if it's not worth it, it doesn't even fucking matter at 34th round. And so it felt like he was good value in the 12th. I'm just saying, you're in love with Fred Warner. I know you've got him in some of the last in some of these last drafts. I know. At least the last 2 or 3, right? This one included. Bench. Where's the bench kick in at? Bench kicks in at Higgins. Higgins, Coleman, Njoku, Kraft, Beck, Kyle Williams, Freiermuth, Bryant, Marks. Dude, I mean, you killed it with the bench. I mean, I really feel like, I mean, just like the tight ends is what stands out a lot for me. You know, these premium tight ends, they end up throwing up a 30 burger, you know, or a 35 burger. I mean, they're going to be in your lineup, you know, and I feel like these 3 have the opportunity to get in your lineup a bunch. And I like the rookies that you got. And I feel like just because of that, I mean, you spent a lot of capital on it, but like my first instinct was to give this a B for everything that you got. I mean, you may not have a super insane amount of quantity, but I mean, just where you got all these picks, I mean, most of them in the teen rounds, like you got the quality. Definitely. Let's see how it all shapes out. So it was a B plus, a B, a B, a B plus, and a B. So shit, nothing below a B on this one. But see, very well rounded. It's very well rounded, but not super top heavy, it seems like. But you know, it's probably gonna be who knows what kind of team is gonna win this, but no matter what, it's gotta be well rounded, you know, through the 35 rounds. Not saying it has to be perfect, but you got to be drafting good all the way through 35 rounds, not a bunch of throwaway picks. So QBs and the IDPs bringing the average up here. The pass catchers and the running backs kind of maintaining that average, and then the bench maintain that average also. Yeah, see, I think because there was none that was an A, I feel like if there's no A's in there, the highest that I would give it is an 87. But this is a very strong 87. Yeah, 87 overall. Okay, Toyota 1 and then K2. Here we go. Purdy, Caleb, and Russ.
It's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous.
And then Mac Jones all the way at the end. Who? Mac Jones. So Purdy's a B, Caleb's a B minus, and Russ is a C plus. So I think I'm gonna have to give this a B minus for the QBs. And thanks, Rose. That power's opening slide to me, dude. Get 5. I mean, you know, whether it's the 4-12 or the 5-1, whatever. I mean, you had the turn. But yeah, just extreme value. Extreme. That might be the lowest that he's been drafted in this entire tourney. That's really what you want to get when you get the opportunities to get these guys at the lowest that they've ever been drafted in the tournament. running back. So it was a B- on the QBs. Running backs: Derrick Henry, Swift, Warren, and Bigsby. Man, I mean, outside of Henry, that's pretty ugly. I mean, Henry's still like an A guy to me right now. Everybody else though is like Swift to me is like maybe a B- if I'm feeling good, and then Warren is like, you know, probably like a C+ guy. And then like Bigsby's like, I mean, you got him in the 11th round, so with 3 QBs, I mean, he's technically a starter, you know, in this scenario in the way that I'm grading. And I mean, shit, he's like a D, you know. Feel like I can't grade like, you know, the whole thing down like because of Bigsby. I'm just telling you how I'm valuing these players on a A to F scale. I think because of Henry, I still have to give it a B, because even Swift being a B-, it's like he's not bringing down Henry's average all super crazy, and like Warren and Bigsby, I mean, they'll bring it down a little bit, but okay, so a B. And wide receivers, dude, Chase at the 1-8, crazy, and then Garrett Wilson, Higgins, Kittle, nice. I'm giving it a B+ for the pass catchers. IDP, Foyo, LaCoon, Bolton, Sherwood, Bernard, Quay Walker. Dude, you guys see it? So Sleeper emailed me back. They fixed this because of me. They fixed this because of me. And all the other players that they fucked up on too. Because I said, just go look at all the teams that you updated with 5th-year option declined. You changed it on all those players. You got to fix it. So they fixed that because of me. So cool, man. Glad they did that. Dude, I mean, your top 5 is money right there for the IDP. Drew Tranquil, Witherspoon, Mo Rig, Leonard Floyd. You could have got him way later. I got him like 35th round the other day. Lufau, nice. Oh, hey, see it, getting Lufau and Overshown. You probably don't need to get Overshown. Like, because are the Cowboys going to be playing for anything at the end of the season? Probably not. So, like, who knows? Overshown might not have even played. It's so cool they fixed it because of you. So I kept drafting them all along. No, well, yeah, because if anybody was here, listening while the draft was going on, I kept telling people that it was a mistake that they made because he's still under contract. They just declined his next year's 5th year because he's on year 4. But yeah, for sure. I mean, I drafted him in a bunch. He's probably sliding farther too because of it. So sorry, guys, if you got to pay up for him a little bit. But yeah, super excited that they fixed it because of me. So cool. And I don't think I can give it an A, but I will give it a B+. It's very close to an A. Very close to an A. Guys like Drew Tranquil, Mo Rig, maybe. I don't know. Leonard Floyd, you just got him too early. You could have got him later. I didn't necessarily grade it down because of him, but Overshown, I probably graded it down a little bit because of him. But yeah, so B+ though, still fire. Bench. Shit, your bench starts late, but at least you started off with 2 hitters on your bench. Really 3 hitters, because I don't think Adam Thielen's going away. So Hill, Hunt, and Thielen, Likely, Loveland, Gesicki, Fannin, Zach Moss, Jordan James, Sav Williams. Dude, Roman Wilson in the 33rd round. What a fucking pick. And then Burton. Nice. I'm giving it a B- for the bench. So how does this all shape out here? So we got, it was a B-, a B, a B+, a B+, and a B-. Yeah, this one is going to be it's going to be an 86 overall, just right above that 85 mark. And So got all the Bengals pass catchers. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Chase, Higgins, and where was the other ones? And where the hell is it? And Burton. There you go. I mean, that's our top. Is Burton their third? Burton is their third, right? Yeah. And Brown said bench is where it's at, like the upside. Got to have a good bench. You're not winning this tournament without a good bench. Because we look last year, Derek, who won. So last year there was only 30 rounds. This year I raised it up to 35 rounds because it just seemed like there was so many injuries that an extra 5 rounds seemed like a sweet spot to where people could get a couple more defense, they could get a couple more offense, but just increases, the bench overall. And yeah, Derek in week 17, the week that mattered the most out of everything, he had the number 28th round, 29th round, and 30th round players play, and it was all tight ends. So yeah, that's you never know when these tight ends are going to hit, but being the tight end premium, it's always good to have some in your starting lineup and on your bench. All right, you the man, Toyota One. Thanks, bro. And thanks for joining as always. And all right, K2. Where's K2 at? I'm gonna smoke this bowl. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. He's at he's at the number 11. You got Bijan with the number 11. Damn. Yep. Gasicki was one of them. Hell yeah. Christian said, go to Beverly Hills. Ninja grade mental team is mine tonight. What I don't know what that means, Crispy. I'm not low right now. I mean, that's a really good offense too. Stack the Bengals. Yeah, definitely. I mean, got the top 3 receivers for the Bengals. Hey, Schmooky the cat. What up, bro? We'll catch you later, Guap. Thanks for coming through, bro. You the man. Brown says good. We see T. Higgins miss a few weeks because he always does. That'll help. Yeah. I mean, that's why. I mean, and making it calculated to where you got all 3 Bengals, receivers too. Very calculated. Sometimes the show just randomly happened, but you obviously thought about that. As long as Joe Burrow is healthy, we know he's going to be one of the leaders in passing yards. Because there's going to be thrown at a bunch. When you got all that money behind him, why wouldn't you want him to be thrown at that much? All right. Yeah, Guap's cool. He was super excited to get into the Dynasty League. And he joined the 420 crew, and then he hopped in here. And man, love having people like that around, people who, because I don't think he's played in IDP. He didn't play in IDP before, and wasn't scared to jump in or anything. I like that about people, just being open to different types of fantasy football goodness. And look, a couple drafts in, he's already improving. Gonna make it tougher, on everybody, but that's just this whole thing in general is very, very hard to win. It is not easy. That's why we got to get a shitload of entries, because I have a shitload of entries in this too. And I appreciate everybody who has a shitload of entries in here. Go to Beverly Hills Ninja grade. Oh, grade that. Grade his team over there as if it was yours. Okay. And I know sometimes Mental Oriental will be here on YouTube. We got to get him here so he can get a grade and like learn about his let's see. Because that's how you get better at all this. I'm literally like, I want to beat people at their best, not try to trick them, and like beat him and not make him that good. Oh shit, he autoed a bunch. Yeah. That's why. Because the first thing I saw is like, shit, only 1 QB on my screen, and I got 14 rounds up. Let's see. Toyota One says, how many does he have? If anyone's curious how many they have, Let me know and I can search it. You have 16. 1-6. Yeah, that team got fucked up, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you can win with only one QB unless that QB balls the fuck out and you have like, you know, a couple flex guys who like really, really, really ball the fuck out. But yeah, I don't know. That's it'd be hard. Okay. K2. Murray, Fields, and Richardson. And you love some Fields and Richardson, don't you? You got pesos though. Yeah. See if you, I don't grade. I don't really grade Richardson down that much. If you have pesos, you still grade him down, but not all that much. And then Tyrod Taylor and Brissett. Nice. You got them all. Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, if you get all of your backups, you get a whatever grade I would give you, you get one bump up. Let's see. K2's at 46. You the man. You the man. So, what would I give this before? Waited too long on the QB run. Yeah, the QB run went a little crazy. So, to me, Richardson's like a C-. Fields is like a B-. Kyler's like a B+ or a B. So I feel like the QBs would be a B-, and then since you got all your backups, too, we'll raise that to a B. Closing time in the bar in the 90s. Running backs. Dude, you got Bijan and Gibbs. How the fuck did it work out like that? Because all those QBs in the beginning, then hella wide receivers. Damn. Like, that's crazy. Like, almost you got Ken Walker at the 5'11". What the fuck? Yeah, this fuck. Dude, even Breece Hall going at the 5'3". Dude. This is a crazy ass fucking draft. And then you got Tracy at the 10 too. It's probably not that bad, but yeah, it's an A either way on the running backs. It's fucking crazy. And Brown said this draft was weird, man. Yeah, definitely. Well, it's because we had Dose Buckets. He's brand new. This was his first one. And then Alex 88 Carolina. This was his first draft with us as well. So, you know, things and just like the more that time goes on, like things change, man. Things change. I'll do that after I'll do that after this. I think K2's last, unless anyone else wants a grade. Or the first 5 rounds. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I read them out too, but maybe I wasn't, maybe I was still low at that time. So nothing was like kind of clicking for me yet. Okay, so wide receivers, Brian Thomas, JSN, Adunze at the 9-11. Fuck. Dude, I felt happy when I was getting him in like the 7th and the 8th. He damn near went as a 10th rounder here. And then William, dude, JMO in the 12th round. That's kind of crazy. I hate JMO, but in the 12th round, I mean, if you wouldn't have drafted Zach Bond, I mean, that's a bench. If you'd have drafted an offensive player there, I mean, that's a bench spot right there. You got really good value on the wide receivers here, I feel. I mean, to me, Brian Thomas is still, he's like a B+. I mean, fuck, JSN is like a strong B. Dunze is like a B. JMO's like a B-. Yeah, I'll say a B on this one. You got guys at good value though for where you drafted them. Like, Like a lot of times when I'm seeing guys drafted in this range, it'd be B-. IDP, Zach Bond, nice. Levante David, nice. EJ Speed, nice. Nick Benito, that's pretty solid in the 21st. Derwin James, Greg Delpit. Smokey the Cat said Burden or Trey Harris. I'm on the Trey Harris side, bro. I'm on that Trey Harris side. Tavai, Adebo, Elliott, is it Spites? I don't even know. Blankenship, and then Teron Johnson. That's really good all the way through. Who are the first 5? So, Bond, David, Speed, Benito, Derwin James. That's not a bad top 5 for kind of spacing it out how you did. I don't like Tavai anymore. Last year I kind of did. This year, no. Delpit, he should be solid. Adebo, I mean, for where you got him, should be solid. Elliott's good. Spates, whatever. Blankenship should be good. I can't give it an A because it's not top heavy enough. I'm gonna give it a B+. It's not hard to get a good grade in IDP. Like you just really can't take a bunch of guys that suck. That's it. Like that's the easiest. This is the easiest way to say it. Brown said Trey Harris for redraft or best ball. Man, see, I like Burden. I like Harris better for dynasty and for redraft. I just feel like Burden's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna get lost in the shuffle this first year, just like a Dunze did. But like, what if they don't get rid of DJ? I want to score more because they're definitely not getting rid of Odunze. Like they're never really gonna run. They're not gonna run like 3 wide receiver sets like an insane amount, like an insane percentage of the offense. Unless they're going no 3 wide receivers and no running backs. Where's the bench kicking at? Strange, nice. Harris, nice. Just talking about him. Janu, nice. Palmer, Guedendo in the 20th round. Roshan, Mason Taylor, Alec Pierce. That's it. Is this worth a B? Like that's what I'm trying to think. Cause it's either a B or a B-. We'll call it a B-. Okay, so it was a B- for the QBs. It was an A for the RBs. It was a B for the wide receivers. It was a B+ for the IDP, and then a B- for the bench. Running backs and IDP bringing it up. Wide receivers kind of maintaining that average, and then QBs and bench bringing it down a little. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is an 87 overall, so it's like right on the brink. It's like the highest B. Like an 87 to me is like the highest B that you could be before you're a B+. So it's like a very, very strong B. There you go. All right, let's see. So where did it get crazy in the draft here? So 4 QBs off the rip. K2, yes, sir. Thank you, bro. I mean, the 4 QBs off the rip. Well, especially Patrick Mahomes. Okay, that's what it is. So that's the first thing. Patrick Mahomes going at the 1-2. You can tell. Dose Bucket said he hasn't. I think he said he hasn't played fantasy in a couple years, and he's like getting back into it. And he's like, only $11, I'm in. He joined the one for tomorrow, paid the one for tomorrow too. You know, so and that's what this is all about, man. Draft practice but there's high stakes as well, low entry, high stakes, and a lot of practice. I mean, really, I guess it's the combo of Mahomes and Daniels, because Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, I feel like they go in the first round all the time. Jaden Daniels, I mean, shit, I've seen him go in the first round, but I've seen him go close to the end of the second round as well. Mahomes usually a second rounder. Jefferson, Barkley. Oh, here we go. Jerry Swallows taking Travis Hunter at the 1-7. He's never gone that high. I think yesterday he went like the 6th round or something. Chase Lamb and Amon-Ra. I mean, maybe it's a little high on CD and Amon-Ra, because sometimes they're going in the second. And then, but yeah, just Mahomes. Those 3 picks made it to where Gibbs got pushed out of the first round. It's fucking insane. And then Genty also went in the first round. KT started licking my chops after the Hunter pick. Yeah, I mean, he started, 4 wide receivers in a row after that. And then Genty, I mean, he's going in the second round a lot, but we've seen him go at the 112. And then Hurts and Burrow, I mean, they go in the what's it called? In the second round a lot. Hurts sometime in the first, Burrow sometime in the first. Bo Nix in the second. We've seen him go in the second, but that's not super often. Neighbors. Oh, Love. See, there we go. Jordan Love in the second. Probably that mean way quicker for him. Herbert in the second, way quicker for him. Let's see. ETN in the third, quicker for him. Baker and Goff in the third. I mean, the way that everything was going with QBs, I mean, I understand why, but normally those guys are like 4th round, maybe sometimes Baker in the 5th round. Dak, same thing. So usually like 4th, 5th, or 6th round guy. CJ Stroud, same thing. Usually like 5th, 6th, 7th round guy. Adams, I mean, he's not going in the 3rd round. So that's another pick right there. So who is it there? So and I understand why the QB started going that way. I mean, shit, because they were going off the board like crazy. But yeah, really, all those QBs that went in the 3rd, these guys have not been going in the 3rd. Same thing with this crazy QB run right here. Tua, Murray, Stafford, T-Law, Purdy. I mean, those guys have not been going in the 4th. I mean, this was just crazy. The trend that was set for QBs just in the first 4 picks. Like, you knew it was going to be a tough QB run. And like all the people who took a QB in the 3rd round seem very smart when it comes to the 4th round. And then they're like all fucking gone. And then look, guys like Bucky dropped to the 4th, Nico 4th, Tet. I mean, I've seen him go that high, but he's also not gone that high as well. But makes it where guys like Bowers drop. Kelsey, that's a little high for Kelsey. Brees dropped. Gino, I mean, he's going later than the 5th. Pacheco, we'll call that what it is. Chase Brown, probably a little earlier. McBride, probably a little earlier in a lot of leagues. Caleb's earlier. Well, he's usually going later. Same with Tyreek. Tyreek dropped like crazy. It's like people are in super dynasty mode or just nervous about his bullshit. But then look, I mean, Cook and Walker, I mean, they drop like crazy. Harvey and White, I mean, yeah, Zach, Harvey and White just got to go later. And yeah, so that was a crazy. So that's what made it crazy was the QBs. Yeah, for sure. And going hero QB wouldn't have been the worst thing in this one, but your hero, when you go hero, it has to be in the first 2 rounds, I feel. And really, like if I say hero anything, it's usually like that's my 1st round pick, usually is whoever I would say is like the hero. Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. Anybody want to see any orphan teams? I'll smoke a bowl and I could show off maybe an orphan team or 2. 4 QBs, first 4 picks, set the trend. Yeah, says delayed. I said that before I heard you say it. Yeah, there's like I think a 30 or 60 second delay from when I actually say the words to when people hear them on YouTube. And the orphan teams that I have, they're Superflex IDPs. They're all in the 420 crew, all in the 420 crew leagues. And I think all of them are leagues that I am in as well. Just gotten to learn my inbox that Drew Brees is returned to New Orleans as co-owner of the Saints in 2025. Is that real? See, him and Tom Brady with minority stakes in two different franchises. Is that real? And yeah, QBs were dropping left and right. I had to grab what I could for sure. For sure. I mean, yeah, even waiting. I mean, shit. I don't know. Like, maybe I get Darnold's over Caleb, but yeah, like at that point, it was like, I mean, everybody was gone. Everybody was gone by your second QB. It's fucking crazy, fucking crazy. And you had to get those guys at the 4th and the 5th, or else like you would have been really screwed on QBs. So yeah, this one very different, very, very different from the previous drafts. And that's what's so fucking cool about this. It's not like the same, like you can't do or expect to get the same people at the same position, like the same round, like all the time. Like things change. And this is what's so cool about this tournament in general. There's like a billion variables, because every league is its own variable. Every manager within the league is a variable, and like the time of the year is a variable. Like it's super fucking cool, man. Super fucking cool. That's why I love it, man. It's so fun. And like, because if it was the same thing every day, like I would just get bored like doing this, like I mean, maybe sometimes people get bored of the B grades, but it's like if someone's team is that shitty, they usually don't ask for a grade. And like as good as like we're gonna get, like we haven't had an A, we've had close, but we've never had an A because we have to have like a couple dumbasses drafting for someone to get an A. Like it just wouldn't happen. Like even on a lot of these like Yahoo, how Yahoo gives you the little blanket grade or whatever. Like when I would do like certain leagues, it was like nobody would get an A because like everybody was so good at drafting. It was like the highest scores were like B's, then you'd have some C's and maybe a D. But I was going to take Caleb as my third QB in the 5th until Bowers made it. Right? I mean, that just would have seemed foolish to not take Bowers at the 5-1. Yeah, I mean, you got JJ and like, like to me, like JJ, he's one of those guys, like, 28 through 32, somewhere. So for pick 8 was a pain in the ass. Yeah, but dude, I mean, you started it off with Chase, like, and you got Derrick Henry in the 2nd round. Like, that's very good still. There's been drafts where Derrick Henry's been going in the 1st round, and like that started to like almost become a trend where he was going in the 1st round. I want him to go in the 2nd round. Damn it. Worst grade was an 85. Lots of those, couple 86s, and then now 187. There you go. And everything could change in an instant, and that's why I got to be paying attention to the news. And like I try to do my best of like, that's why you guys got to be on Patreon, because I do my best. If something super important comes up, I do my best to post there just so people are getting updated. We can talk about it in the comments, what people think and all that kind of shit. And yeah, so just make sure if you don't have the Patreon app downloaded, download that. And then 420crew.com, that's where you could go sign up. And I'd sign up as a paid member. You're going to get more information being a paid member than being a free member. But even being a free member, you should be there so you can keep up with the best ball tournament, new leagues coming out. And then when it gets to the season, that's where all I'm probably going to do some on video as well. But the super expanded stats and everything, like that's going to be in Patreon. I'm not going to like do a video where I literally like mention like 100 teams or whatever, you know. I'll list the highlights for that, and we'll kind of figure out a cool way that we can get a video recap going every week as well. I hate the one spot, but it is nice just getting your guys. No getting sniped. Yeah, I mean, you got to get guys a little bit early, but sometimes guys fall into your lap too. Probably reached on Kyle Williams. I said, fuck it, wanted a stack, and I knew the draft's unpredictable. Yeah, and where'd you get him? In like the 18th round or something? 19th round? See, I mean, that's still good. Oh, shit. I totally forgot I'm on the clock. What? Devontae Adams from Marvin Mims. All right, I gotta make my pick here. Does anybody want to see does anybody want to see an orphan team before I get out of here? I'll pick the orphan team that, like, when you pay, the draft is gonna be starting in a couple days. Like, not these teams aren't really bad. You know, like some of the managers got booted. You guys have heard some of the stories. And some just didn't return. They've been in the league for a while and just didn't return. They think that their run of greatness just might be over. All right, Brown said I'll check out an orphan team and think about it. Okay, cool. I'll pull one up right now. Dang it, now I gotta go check. What's my team lacking over here? Sucks. My team is lacking QB. Oh, you know what? I really don't want to do it, but it's funny. I actually have Spencer Rattler in this league that I drafted last year, and I only have the 111 and the 2. Well, I have all my picks, but they're at the 11 spot. And Tyler Shah might get drafted before 211. So you know what? To sew up at least most of the New Orleans QBs, I'm going to take Tyler Shah at the 111. I didn't really want to do that. He's not the best available, but I feel like he's best available for my team right there. All right. So let's see. Let me go look on my list here. All right. You know what? We're going to show one. This might not be the best team, but it's an $81 team. And this was in the very first 420 crew, the very first 420 crew league that came into existence here. I'm stone cold over here. Where the hell is it? This one's got a lot of fun peeps in this one. QBs aren't the best. He's got Rome Wilson and Penix. Does he have and Richardson? Let's see. I think I pulled everybody out of the IR. Cook and Swift, also Najee and Jalen Warren. Higgins, Wilson, and Cup. I mean, at least you got and Devonta Smith. So wide receivers definitely aren't the weak point on this team. And then IDP, I mean, solid enough. Walker, Rousseau, Winfield, Bynum, Chin. I mean, Kendricks hasn't caught on anywhere, but he's going to. CJ Mosley. Let's see. Here goes the bench. Christian Kirk on the bench. Calvin Austin on the bench. Tutu Atwell on the bench. Some number 3 wide receivers there. Joey Bosa on the bench. Pat Surtain. Derek Carr on the injury reserve. Hey, Ben Schnott. Hey, and Peyton Wilson. You got some, and Latu. Like, got pretty good taxi squad over here. And then 103, and then all the picks. So that's one. That's one team we're trying to get filled. That's in the 420 crew number 1. The number 1. Let me see. Let me try to show a 55 here. Well, there's just more. Actually, there's only 81s left now, actually. Only 81s left. Let me see. How about this one in the number 11 with the 8th pick? Let's see. Okay. This one was the second one that we started in 2022. And what Rob said, I traded back from the 102 because I had to pick Ward. I got the 103, 311, 411 Hunter Henry, drop one spot. Yeah. Let's see. Team 8 is the 8th pick here. Okay, so check this one out. We got Purdy and Dak. Any other QBs? Russ Wilson and Jameis Winston. So got the stack. Let's see anybody in the IR at QB or taxi at QB? Kitchens in the QB. Taxi kind of sucks. But let's see. But got Barkley and Kamara as the running backs. Jordan Mason's in there as well. Kelsey is in there. Nico, Judy, Diggs. Oh, what the hell? I'm an idiot. That's why. It wasn't the screen froze. I totally clicked on the I clicked on the wrong screen. Okay, here we go. And go back through that. So here we go. So this one's a number 11, 420 crew. So yeah, it's Purdy and Dak at QB. Wilson and Winston at QB. And then Barkley, Kamara as the running backs. Nico, Judy, Kelsey, Diggs. Let's see any other wide receivers worth mentioning? Yeah, Keenan Allen on the bench. And I mean, the IDPs look solid. Josh Hines Allen, Trey Hendrickson, Bernard, Roquan, Bynum, Bates, Mad Buki, Cam Curl. Thule. Logan Wilson. I mean, there's a few others. I'm not going to go through all of them. We'll slowly but surely we'll get through them. But yeah, both of these are 81 buy-ins. The first one was in the number 1 420 crew league, the super OG league, and then the other one is in the number 11. That one's been around since 2022. All right, there we go. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for rocking. Let's get the don't forget to stay through the credits here. All right. Don't forget to stay through the credits here. Appreciate you guys. And we'll be getting an updated version of these credits very soon. Oh, yeah. These drafts are just getting better and better. Newer people are coming in all the time. And yeah, if you're not subscribed on Patreon, make sure you get over there. That's the place to be, 420crew.com. Make sure you download the Patreon app and get logged in over there so you get all the updates. And 420 Crew merch. Go check out the new shirts. We got the Snipe City shirts there. Snipe City shirts. Say that 3 times fast. Go get one today. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for another draft. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.